I really wanted to play
Foreign ain't shit.
He said foreign ain't shit.
Yeah.
Foreign can be beat, man. He's not like unbeatable. He's
He
just
ain't gonna be
hard to
shit
beat.
because I ain't shit.
All right, B. I see you with your little moonlight backdrop. What you had a little? You had some company before this?
Look here, man. Hey, look. Sometimes you just gotta let him know. Know what I'm saying?
That's that Detroit
It's
blue.
it's a vibe out in this bitch, you know? Yeah.
B, I saw you change your lights last time. I say, well, I'm changing my lights tonight. I'm
You
gonna be
know
all
what I'm
over the
saying?
place.
You know what I'm saying, Sean?
I got some color changing lights too.
You know what I'm saying? This shit's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Sheldon be having random raves at his crib.
This shit is a lifestyle.
so y'all played each other.
Yeah, me and
They
FIFO.
played each other twice, like
last
late as
night.
hell last
Yeah, we
night.
played. We started at like what 1 a.m. and ended at 2 a.m.
Yeah, because at first I thought nigga was running from me. I'm like, hey, I
I knew
called
he
this nigga
was
twice.
Bro,
like, hey, hey,
I had to take it.
We agreed on this motherfucker now. Like,
I know that's why I
this
called
ain't no
you.
random shit.
That's why I called you because I woke up and I saw the message like, oh, this nigga think I'm punking out.
I sure did.
Shelton B, say something.
What up?
Mike check 1, 2.
All right, y'all here for now. You know, it gets a little funky on us sometimes.
Yeah, we drop out me and show.
Yep. All right, let's get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Hans. Joining me on the show, we got FIFO 24/7.
What it do?
Nikki Duce.
What's happening?
Persona 430.
Oh, shut the hell up. What up? Shut the hell up.
Oh, man, and Shelton J.
What's happening, man? How y'all doing?
Good. How did it go, B? Tell the people what's going on.
Oh, yeah, we did a viewer's choice where our viewers would choose to vote on the games that we hate that we have to play for 2 hours on the Dead End Gaming channel. So yesterday, Kevin had to play Outlast 2, which is he's scared of scary games. I don't know why he just don't play scary games. He's scared of them. That fool literally had a Bible up because he was scared to look. So then the game I hate on all the time is Persona, so I had to play Persona 5 for 2 hours. Tomorrow, Granddad's gonna play Days Gone. Thursday, Eric is gonna play Demon Souls, and Friday, Tyler's gonna play Fortnite.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so it's all on the Dead End Gaming ATL Twitch channel. So make sure y'all follow that.
Dope.
What did you have to play, B?
Persona 5, an overrated ass game that everyone swears is a goated game. That shit is whack.
You know how they do, B. You know how they do.
Yeah, man, that shit was garbage.
Gamers always be overhyping shit. You know, they can get a little lame sometimes. You know, that's why y'all around, and that's why you and I, man, that's why we around, man, to kind of keep shit real.
Right,
you know.
Man. I'm like, y'all really serious about this? It was, but you know what, Ken? It was a few of them in there. It was like, dang, man, this ain't a real nigga game.
That's what I'm saying, you know. Yep.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. So anyway, but let me stop before the gamers come after me, because I got DC mad at me. I think the wrestlers will be mad at me next. But everybody gamers know I fuck with them. Except when y'all be crying and shit. Y'all need to cut that shit out. That shit's whack. But anyway, all right, man. You know, I don't know if a lot has happened this week, outside of a few notable football events here and there. You know, basketball is just kind of going through the motions. But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get the show started.
Well, before we get to the NBA, we gotta address some NFL news. There was a big announcement this week. I think it happened on Sunday, I believe, Sunday afternoon. At least that's when I saw it. Drew, my granddaddy said Brees, has officially retired from the NFL / the Saints. I think he has 20 seasons under his belt as a franchise QB. He's played on 2 different squads. He started his career. The way he started his career and the way he ended is crazy. Like, he may go down as probably the most improved player of all time.
Oh, 100%.
I remember all that shit.
Yeah.
Yep. All that
Um,
controversy with San Diego.
And it's crazy as how everything blends in with like San Diego and Phillip Rivers and LaDainian Tom. Like, and then even it affected Mike Vick too, because San Diego had the #1 pick. They traded out to the Falcons, and they went to #5 to get LaDainian Tomlinson, and then the Falcons got Mike Vick. So Mike Vick could have ended up in San Diego. If
Yo, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But yeah, Drew Brees retired. So my question to y'all: how will he be remembered as a player?
One of the best.
One of the best. First ballot Hall of Famer.
100.
Yeah. First ballot Hall of Famer. I mean,
when you look at the numbers, like, doesn't he have the most touchdowns? Well, I know it goes between him and Tom Brady. So
He
Tom
got
Brady.
yards, maybe.
Yards, I think. Doesn't he have the most yards passing?
He definitely has the most yards, but Tom Brady's so close. Is still playing at such a high level that I think he'll catch him. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, even 5-10 years from now, Drew Brees is still gonna be top 5 in almost every passing stat. So and then what you said, Nick, like he's gonna be remembered as probably the greatest improved quarterback. Going from mediocre to superstardom and winning a championship. You know what I'm saying? So.
And not only that, he was hurt. Wasn't he hurt at San Diego where he hurt his arm?
Yeah, he hurt his shoulder. And it was really considered career ending. And the reason why I knew that story so close, because at the time I was living in Miami. And Dan Marino retired. We were coming off of Jay Fiedler, and I can't remember dude's first. I want to say it's Jay Lucas or Ray Lucas, #6 for the Dolphins. And we were just like, bro, like we need a damn quarterback because we got Ricky Williams, we had Randy McMichael, which was the tight end. We had a stellar defense with Zach Thomas and all of them, and we were like, we need a quarterback. And at that time, they was like, nah, we're gonna pass on Drew Brees, and I'm like, he is kind of hurt. Then he went to indescript New Orleans. Like, what the hell was New Orleans? Like, who the hell was Sean Payton? Like he literally restarted that whole organization. Like, they are a dynasty, and they are who they are now because of Drew Brees.
Yes, the New Orleans Saints became a part of NFL in like the late '60s. They didn't win a playoff. Either they didn't win a playoff game or they didn't make the playoffs until the 2000s. Like I think the year
40
2000.
years.
So it was just like
because they had that black quarterback, Aaron.
Oh yeah, he was Vic's cousin.
Yeah.
What the hell is his
But
name?
he's
number
their
2
he's their second best franchise
quarterback. 100.
I think player even outside of Brees.
I used to love playing with him on Madden.
Nah.
So let me ask y'all something. You think is who's the most improved player, Drew Brees or Kurt Warner?
Kurt
Warner's comeback may have been more impressive than Drew Brees.
That's a good question. I'll go with Brees still.
He worked in the grocery store. He went from wasn't he like
but we knew Brees could play.
Yeah, we knew Brees could play.
Coming
We didn't know
Not
he
real.
was,
Coming out of college. You talking about Notre Dame?
Yeah, we didn't know he was going to be elite.
It's Purdue. Yeah.
We didn't know he was this elite, but we knew he could play.
He was shitty his first 3 years.
That's not what we're saying. It's like, yeah, he was shitty, but we knew the talent.
Didn't he have like a shoulder injury though?
Yeah. Kurt Warner didn't even get drafted. He didn't even get drafted.
No, he was bagging groceries.
Yeah, nobody even knew he could play.
Groceries.
Yep.
But you know what though? And I know we always talk about not letting your teammates hinder your own individual achievements and stuff like that.
Point. Go ahead.
But goddamn, like them Ramsey though. You had Azahir King, the Rocket. You had Isaac Bruce. You had Torrey Holt. You had goddamn who the running back Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, Fletcher.
Marshall Faulk.
They were not doing that shit with that quarterback that was I forgot his name. Shelton, you remember? Mark Bolger. They were not doing that with
Mark Bolger had 2 good seasons though.
He got hurt, and once he got hurt, that offense looked completely different with the same amount of talent.
One got in there. Completely. He had good players, but it took him to drive that train, and he made that the greatest show on turf. Now, Marshall Faulk, of course, was huge in that. But without Kurt Warner, that team was not the same team. And he was not that before then. So it's
Trent Green. It wasn't Mark Bolger. Mark Bolger came after Kurt Warner. When Kurt Warner got hurt. Trent Green was the quarterback.
Oh yeah, before Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Kurt Warner supplanted.
Yeah, Kurt Warner supplanted Trent Green. You're right.
That's right. Trent Green was actually the starter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, Shelton, I agree. I agree with that point. They didn't look the same without Kurt Warner at the helm. But at the same time, it's hard. It's really hard to say that there's been many quarterbacks that had more talent than Kurt Warner did on that squad. I think that the closest that we've seen to that is these Kansas City Chiefs. You're talking about two legit Hall of Fame wide receivers with a third burner.
I would say one of the Steelers rosters. Like Big Ben, Le'Veon, AB, or when they had Centennial Holmes, AB, Emmanuel Sanders. Who else was on that squad? I think they won. I think that's the squad that lost to the Packers, or that won against Arizona. It was one of those where they just had like
Arizona. I think with that squad,
they were stacked as far as on that squad.
But they didn't perform to the level that
they wasn't. But I'm just saying like talent. Y'all was just talking about talent.
The talent was there. Yeah, they just didn't maximize every ounce.
Yeah, I agree with you. people. The closest thing to the Rams in those days was the Chiefs. Because they were just unstoppable. Like you couldn't stop them. They had so many. Even though you had other teams with just as many weapons, but as far as to be able to use them to capacity like they did, and it was a track team. They were just you couldn't stop them.
I won my fantasy football. I won a championship because of Kurt Warner. Got him off the bench. We started 2-4. We went undefeated the rest of the way. Greatness is always
But Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he's earned it.
No doubt.
The numbers support it. The man got a championship. He is the primary reason for the resurgence of an entire organization.
So you don't. If we're gonna talk about his highs, we gotta talk about some of his lows too. So you don't think? Yeah, I mean, like the reason why I know about all these stats and stuff because I was listening to Bomani Jones' podcast and he was breaking this shit down. This nigga lost to Rex Grossman in the playoff game. He lost to Kirk Cousins in the playoff game.
Wait. Hold on. Because see, that sounds sexy though. That sounds sexy when you say you lost to Rex Grossman. No,
go ahead.
Drew Brees don't play against Rex Grossman. Drew Brees was playing against that crazy ass defense that they had over there.
That Chicago defense was nuts in them Rex Grossman years.
And then they had a defense, and then they had this one-off player named Devin Hester from the U. That anytime you kick that shit his way, he was gonna get 30, 40 yards on you.
That wasn't Dante. He was Did he have a nickname?
Who?
Hester.
He did. I forgot what it was.
Was it the joystick? Maybe.
Nah, that was Dante Hall.
Nah.
That was Dante Hall. Okay.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, I thought that was because
he had something.
X Factor or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Either way.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying Bomani was wrong, and obviously the starting quarterback was Rex Grossman, but that nigga Drew Brees didn't play against Rex Grossman. He played against that.
Who was the coach of that Chicago team?
Lovie Smith.
That's why Brees' granddaddy was
Tampa
mad.
2. Because man, you talking about
you have to lose it to a nigga.
Right.
His grandfather ain't never forgave for that shit.
He lost to a black man.
Hey, how we do back in the day,
boy? Oh man, no, I'm just saying like I don't know, Shelton. I want you to follow, but I'm just saying like Brees beat Manning and Brett Favre on his way to his first and only Super Bowl, but he lost to a lot of niggas that you'd be like, you lost to them?
Yeah. How is that a detriment to him though?
It's the same way that to me it's like if we're looking at it both sides, if we're gonna praise someone for who they beaten, like Tom Brady, we have to criticize the people who we say are great and who their resume and who they lost to.
I don't know if that's fair. I think people pointed out when you're playing against an elite defense, like that's not Rex Grossman out there running. Yeah.
They wasn't all elite though.
Talking about the Chicago team.
I'm talking about outside of the Chicago. I'm talking about the rest of the teams that he lost to Kirk Cousins, the Vikings, last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You like that? He lost to
players have lost. I mean, this
Marshawn Lynch ran up all over the Saints and bust their ass when they was 7. There was a 7-9 playoff team.
Yeah, ran over the Saints defense.
The defense, yeah.
That's why I don't think when and I feel Bomani. But when people do in football, when you do this type of framing, it's somewhat unfair because
they don't play it against each other.
Yeah.
It's that defense versus that offense, and if that defense is hellacious like that Bears defense was, and then that Bears defense had one of the two top middle linebackers of that era. Brian Urlacher and
Briggs.
Lance Briggs was on that. But no, I was talking damn Ravens. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher were the two best middle linebackers in the game. And the crazy part about it was Brian Urlacher was more mobile and faster than Ray Lewis. He was a free safety in college.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that defense was so potent. And then with Lovie Smith's cover too, bruh, like you had the perfect linebacker for that scheme. I understand. Again, that's why I said what Bomani said was sexy. It captures your ear. You be like, oh yeah, he did lose to Rex Grossman. Now, motherfucker, that defense was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What about Jared Goff?
What year was that? I'm trying to think of the roster. That's why I'm asking for the year.
It was the year that was that 2018?
Is that the year they went to the Super Bowl?
I believe so.
Because it had to be in the NFC.
McVay and Gurley and all of them.
That's what I'm about to say.
That was a pretty good team.
Yeah, Gurley was unstoppable. Didn't Gurley have like 1,800 yards rushing or some shit like that?
Yeah, something crazy like that. That was his last.
That was
year.
the last good year.
Yeah, that was Gurley's. Like I think it was. Wasn't he up the MVP? I thought he was up the MVP that year.
He was.
And then
here that year.
Yeah.
The other thing too about that Rams offense was McVay's first or second year in the league, so people didn't see all his motion. Like people weren't adjusting to that just yet. So again, I'm not making any fucking excuses. Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, every great quarterback has some fucking losses on their record that they shouldn't have. It is what it is. Yeah. Like let's be honest. Like Tom Brady shouldn't have fucking lost to the Giants, but he lost to the Giants
twice. He lost to
he was supposed to lose them.
Oh, now
you know what I'm saying? Don't diminish one great to bring up some other nigga. All right?
Tom Brady lost to Eli Manning.
Eli got 2 statues in Boston.
But nah, I just think that when you look at guys like Manning and Brees, the fact that they won with those franchises that I never thought would win a fucking Super Bowl.
You're talking about the Colts and
the Colts and the Saints. The Saints, man, you don't know what it was like growing up with the Saints, bro. They were always like just trash.
So that's interesting, because you just said growing up. So was that your hometown team in Mississippi?
Nope, I didn't have one.
Nah. Do people in Mississippi have a hometown team?
I think they would definitely go towards this. They would pick between the Saints or the Falcons.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. So, but yeah, they were always just trash. They
because people used to go to their games with paper bags over their head.
I remember
that.
Yep.
The Aints.
Bubby Brister.
Yep.
Wasn't Bubby Brister the quarterback there before him?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not a Saints fan, so shit.
I don't know.
They stole the Bengals slogan, so that's why I don't fuck with the Saints.
What slogan?
They call us as who that, we who they. But since we're on the Saints, there is one interesting part about this whole retirement is that somebody's inheriting this team, right?
Oh
and it's your boy, kid.
Oh my
Good old Jameis Winston.
Nope. It ain't Jameis.
Hey, he's returning. They re-signed him.
Did you see what they gave Taysom Hill?
They gave him like 140 mil, right?
They gave him 140?
Yeah,
4-year, 140.
the starter.
Now here's the thing.
Is that a mistake?
He said, "Is that a mistake?"
Here's the thing, though. With how the contract language is, they technically could cut him and just give up like 40 mil.
It's a hell of incentive laced.
Yeah, so
okay.
it's basically like a year-to-year deal.
Okay.
But still though, the fucking number 4-year, what
they
the fuck?
fuck with that, bro. He got some naked pictures of somebody.
Yeah.
They fuck with Taysom Hill heavy for no reason because he's basically Tim Tebow. Yeah,
he's a gadget player. He's not a full-time wide receiver. He's not a full-time quarterback. He's not a full-time running back. I don't understand.
I mean, he knows the system. He won a couple of games. When Brees was hurt.
So did Teddy, but they ain't re-signed him to that shit.
Hey, but just so you know, this deal is only costing them $8.4 million against the cap in 2021. because what they did was just gave him part of the signing bonus, and it's a year-to-year deal. So it looks a lot worse than what it is. It's really, from what I'm reading, it's not. And it's 7.0 million the second year. So they're giving it to him in bonuses. This is like language tankering. If he plays good, it works. If he doesn't, it don't.
But Shelton, the headline is very salacious though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh, look, because Winston is still on the roster, right?
Yep.
And he don't got baby money. And I'm not saying obviously he don't got starting quarterback money, but he don't got baby money. And then the headline is 4-year, $140 million. Come on, man. That's
disrespectful to Jameis.
It is. I would feel slight type of way.
As a number 1 overall pick, you getting slighted for
fuck that. When Drew Brees went up to him and pat him on his chest and said, "This your team now." When like Drew Brees did that, and then you gonna sign this guy for 4-year, 140? Again, I know it's a headline. It's not that much bread, but still.
Right. And like I said, it's a year-by-year deal. I think that's just locking him down and giving him his bonus because he's still valuable to the team. Even if he doesn't play quarterback, he's going to do a lot of different other things, maybe like he's been doing, and he's a valuable asset. So it doesn't look that bad. If he's only counting $8 million against the cap, I think it makes some sense to do. Then what if he turns out to be the quarterback? We don't know, which is crazy to me. You got Jameis on the roster, and he's not your starting quarterback. I just don't see how he's not. I just don't think it's. First off, even before this, I don't think there's 32 quarterbacks better than Jameis Winston in the league anyway. So he shouldn't even be having to go through this. But because he is, it is what it is. I'm more disappointed, to be honest with you, in Andy Dalton signing for $10 million with the Chicago Bears than I am this.
What about? What about Fitzpatrick signing for $10 million? I think that could go up to 12 with the Washington football team.
I'll take that over the Andy Dalton signing any day.
Yeah, 100%.
Andy Dalton, like I said, Fitzpatrick is a stopgap, and he's going to groom the next guy. He's okay with being that. He's not trying to be the guy. He's okay with grooming somebody, and he's a good team player. But Andy Dalton ain't showed me nothing to give him $10 million, whereas Cam couldn't get what Cam got $1 million. It just didn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why you pay this man. I understand that they were after Russell Wilson and they couldn't get him, so they had to do something. But to pay Andy Dalton $10 million is just robbery to me. He don't do nothing else. Taysom Hill at least plays another position. You know, he plays a gadget position, can put some points on the board. Andy Dalton can't do nothing.
You don't have shit. I ain't got nothing really good to say about Andy Dalton. My franchise is the one that believed in him first for no reason. To be honest, he had a
but he had a nice run.
Those squads in his first 5 years before his rookie deal was up was stacked, and their coaching staff was beautiful.
And he did what
yeah. He ain't do shit when it mattered. That's how I view a quarterback. Did he do some shit when it mattered?
He didn't do shit in the playoffs.
He lost to the Houston Texans the same way every fucking time. 3 times in a row, damn near. We always face the Houston Texans first. Don't get me started.
I feel you, bro. It's a sore spot.
It's a sore spot.
Y'all niggas don't win shit up there.
All right, hold on. Chill out. It's still you still got the Falcons, nigga. I ain't win shit either.
We haven't. But I don't claim no Georgia teams.
You bouncing around. Before we go to NBA, just a few other signings that happened. J.J. Watt, we haven't talked about that. He signed with Arizona. Mm-hmm. Shaquille Griffin is leaving the Seahawks, and he signed with the Jags. And the Pats re-signed Cam Newton. So they also spent a lot of bread in free agency, which
they did $232 million.
They got Hunter Henry from the Chargers. They got Juju Smith from the Titans as far as the tight ends. Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne from the Niners. So yeah, they're trying to make up for what they lost.
Yeah, they signed about 30 new players on that team.
But you know what though, I like all of the moves because what this shows is that obviously they were in a slight rebuild, even though they didn't have nothing to build upon last year. But now, okay, let's go spend the money. We have a quarterback in Cam Newton that was very up and down. I think he was a different quarterback once he caught COVID and he came back. The 2 weeks following, he didn't have the energy.
Time. Yeah, he had too much time. Much
time off. But then also, if you read how people deal with COVID for the most part, because obviously there's a lot of people that it has impacted them in different ways. But you lose power, you lose energy, you lose strength. And for those couple of weeks after that, like he just wasn't the same guy. And couple that on top of everything that he dealt with a year or 2 years before, it was just a lot. But I like the fact that he's back there. They finally got some fucking weapons. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be better. And that division is still kind of up for grabs, because as great as the Dolphins are on defense, too is a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that division can still
Jets
be
are
won.
irrelevant, and
Jets are irrelevant,
and the Bills are just they're still. I think
the
Bills are like, I don't know if they're there just yet,
but they're the team to beat in that division now.
Yeah, the Bills are the team to beat, and the crazy thing about it is, Cam has something to prove. He's already said it. He didn't want to go out like he went out last year. He's gonna come back with a vengeance. Plus, they're gonna draft another QB. I think they're gonna draft Matt Jones from Alabama. To be honest, so I really don't think they're done.
Yep.
And we'll see where they go from here. But they ain't playing no games in New England right now.
To me, the fact that they won 7 games with that roster, with Cam missing damn near a quarter of the season, that says a lot to me about like what they could do next year with everybody coming back and all the new weapons and a full off season. Yeah.
Plus draft picks, because we don't even know who they're gonna get in the draft. So that can just build upon what they already got going on right now on paper.
Yeah, and like I said, some of the players that set out. How many players set out for COVID with them? Like 8 or 9.
It was the most in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're getting those guys back as well. So that's just like free agents too. Mm-hmm. So you bringing in all these players, man. You gotta you teaching the Belichick way and the Patriot way, and you got all these players that's coming in. And Jonnu Smith, watch that dude, man, because him going to work with Cam having a tight end like that. I don't know if y'all saw that guy play at Tennessee.
Nah, he's a dog. I'm surprised Tennessee let him go.
Yes, sir. I would not have let that guy go. And whatever we had to pay him, we'd had to pay him. But having him there, that's gonna make all the difference in the world. And that defense is gonna be tough too. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be formidable. And I think that Buffalo, they had a great season, but I don't know. And they're on the uptick. I like what Buffalo is doing. I just don't think that they're that far ahead of the Patriots. I just don't think they're that far.
And you know why, Shelton? Because they don't have the same level of talent. The coaching staff. Look, I like the Buffalo Bills coaching staff, but you ain't fucking Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? That's not who you are. But the talent is not. It's good, but it's very top heavy. They don't really have a lot of depth in Buffalo,
especially on the defense.
Especially on the defense.
Yeah. All right. We're still in NBA season. I don't know. Did y'all want to start off with B? Did you want to start off the top 5 joint, or you want to save it a little bit later?
If everybody's ready or whatever. I mean, I don't know if everybody had time to do it or not, but
the list.
Yeah, y'all had time to do the list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all remember what the list entail of? Y'all remember the details of it, right? You gotta look at the picture. The photo
break it down for him, B. Since you sent it to all of us.
All right. Dang, I thought you still had it up. I got you. Hold on.
I got it.
No, I was just talking about the list.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
So pick your starting 5 without using these players. At point guard, Magic Johnson, John Stockton,
you can't use those
Oscar
players.
Robertson, or Steph Curry. At shooting guard, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, or Clyde Drexler. At small forward, LeBron James, KD, Dr. J, or Larry Bird. At power forward, Tim Duncan, Carmelo. I wanted to say Moses for some reason, so that's why I paused. Dirk Nowitzki or Charles Barkley. At center, you cannot use Kareem, Wilt, Shaq, or Bill Russell. So again, the names that I just named, you cannot use them. So who wants to go first?
Are we just gonna go by position first? Everybody say this first.
Yeah,
position first. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so look, let's start on the screen, and we just gonna start the B, and then off the screen we're gonna come to me. We're gonna end with Ken. So BZ, who's your starting point guard?
Isaiah, Zeke.
That was a no-brainer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What about you, Shelton?
Mine was Isaiah with Chris Paul backing him up. I'm sorry, I took it a step further.
So you already know. BZ went Detroit. So I had to go Chicago. I swear to God, I ain't changing. You see it. Derrick Rose, baby. Derrick Rose.
I be forgetting like these lists are people in their prime. So.
Yes.
Okay, people in their primes. Okay.
Prime D Rose. Hey.
Prime D Rose can't mess with Isaiah though.
Shit.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
That's a good conversation. That's a good conversation.
That is a good conversation.
Chicago versus Chicago.
But what Isaiah Thomas gonna do defensively? He ain't doing nothing.
I ain't gonna go that far.
Hit him in the mouth.
That's about all he could do. Or get Lambeer to hit him.
Yeah.
For me, I went with AI.
AI's
Honorable mention. I was thinking about it was between AI and Isaiah Thomas, but I gotta mention AI. I already knew you was gonna talk about him, B. So let me mention AI.
Yeah, I went with Zeke too. Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. BZ, starting shooting guard.
T-Mac.
Oh, I forgot T-Mac.
What about you, Shelton?
Mine was Allen Iverson. He's a shooting guard in my book.
Yeah, I feel you. Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson for you?
Klay Thompson for me. He ain't got a dribble, bro. He gonna score 40.
I went with Reggie Miller.
Interesting.
My backup.
Damn, I went with T-Mac too, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite players growing up.
BZ, small forward.
Small forward.
It's easy.
Said small forward is easy?
Yeah.
Damn, I had one too, and I forgot. I should have wrote it down. You go ahead, Sheldon.
Scottie Pippen.
Oh, I know mine. Grant Hill. Prime Grant Hill.
Yeah. Oh man, this man just gonna pick Detroit.
You already know.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not.
He had T-Mac.
Joe Dumars was your two, right?
No, T-Mac my two.
I'm surprised he didn't say Joe.
All right. So for me, my three, give me Kawhi Leonard.
You already know me. The best, in my book, the greatest.
LaMelo Ball?
Oh my God.
No. You got the last part right. The greatest small forward in my lifetime. And that's Carmelo Anthony. You already know.
Damn, I had Grant Hill too.
Okay.
Ken is my nigga. He know, because people know, man. Prime Grant Hill, man. Come on.
They said he was the next Michael Jordan. We know the story.
People, even though I thought this was a little ridiculous because it was his rookie year, but people were saying he was on the trajectory being better than Scottie Pippen at the time.
But he was though, because he had more on his offensive arsenal than Pippen did.
I mean, but them saying in the rookie year, I was like, damn, let him. But by the time he was in year like 3 or 4, I was like, yeah, this nigga, he got people.
His overall stats was ridiculous. It was like what, 27, 8-8 or some shit like that.
Let's not snip at that Grant Hill position now.
IBZ power forward.
Nobody's sleeping on Grant. That's why. But I want y'all to really take a look at Cade Cunningham in his NCAA tournament. My brother did tell me, like he said, he was like, he reminds him a lot of Grant Hill because Grant Hill played a little bit of point forward. He's one of the original point forwards. So watch Cade Cunningham. But Grant is up there. I'll give you Grant.
All right, BZ, who you got at power forward?
KG.
What about you, Shelton?
I had KG as well.
I had KG as well.
I got KG.
Wow.
Who you got?
Okay.
First time I'm well, me and B don't have the same guy. I got Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one. But coming from Ken, that's just shocking me.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kevin McHale.
It is a shocker, but Kevin McHale was that dude. Yeah.
Hey, mark this down. This is the first time Ken has ever picked a white person for anything.
I need a token. we gotta get sponsorships.
We can't use Dirk, RJ. We can't use Dirk.
Yeah, Kevin McHale, bro.
All right, so I know this off rip. Me and Ken have the same center, but go ahead, BZ.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Who you got, Shelton?
Yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Me too. Who you got?
You already know the most disrespected man in New York right now, Patrick Ewing.
Okay.
I was thinking that, Nick.
That's a good pick.
It is.
I consider like with my team, just based off of the guys I have, David Robinson. Because I was almost going for like the most athletic.
Yeah.
So, but I went Hakeem.
Robinson.
No, Hakeem, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna
Ewing though.
Hey,
chill out, kid. All right, shit. Damn, you already can't go back home. Shit, where you gonna go?
That was a good
find.
Right.
Who's your point guard and shooting guard?
What was that?
Who was Nick's point guard and shooting guard?
I had Allen Iverson and Reggie Miller.
Oh, okay. They said all your picks, none of your picks played defense. I was
I got KG. Reggie played a little bit of
See,
defense.
Daryl already know Akeem is the greatest center of all time. There you go.
I
Over
don't know
Shaq?
about that.
Yes,
I don't know
absolutely.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah, he's up there. That's why I was shocked.
No, he is up there.
I'm surprised they didn't include him in that list of people.
Me too.
Yeah, that you couldn't.
Because they, you know,
Yeah,
they
'cause
don't know.
They don't respect-
The only other center would have been Moses Malone for me, maybe.
I almost had him at power forward though.
Who, Moses?
Yeah.
Well, he was a center.
He played power
he
forward
plays-
some too, didn't he?
Yeah.
All
a
I
little
know-
bit, but he was naturally center though.
All I know-
Hey,
Out of everybody's list, I definitely have the most dynamic point guard. So Derrick Rose shitting on all y'all point guards.
He ain't shitting on
No,
AI.
look. I'm saying Isaiah Thomas will get his points, but he ain't doing shit defensively.
What is Derrick Rose doing
you act like
defensively?
Derrick Rose was a defensive
Yeah.
I'm not saying,
Right.
but I'm just
Right.
saying.
Derrick Rose stop.
I'm just saying Derrick Rose, just because of the size and the athletic ability, would torment Isaiah Thomas more than Isaiah Thomas could torment him on defense.
No, that's not true. All those Detroit Pistons teams were dogs on defense. Even Isaiah played defense.
I didn't say he
Right.
didn't.
Of course, Joe Dumars took the toughest matchup, but Isaiah was right in there. He was a dog now.
I'm not saying he ain't. I'm just saying MVP D Rose had the most double doubles out of anybody in the NBA that season
MVP
at the
Rose
guard
still didn't
position.
guard
At the guard
anybody.
position.
He didn't.
And you think
Yeah.
D Rose?
And Isaiah has the most.
That's what I'm
20
saying.
He has the most 20-point, 10 assist games in league history outside of Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson, I think.
Who?
Isaiah.
Isaiah? No.
Yeah.
Look. I'm not.
So he did.
I said Isaiah gonna get his. I'm just saying on the other side, he gonna be like, God damn, like I gotta stop. This guy.
So then, people, that matchup is not a wash like you say it is. Then
No.
if
Did
we
I say
both
it was
gonna
a
eat.
wash?
You was saying it like he was like.
Man, you said
You said I got the most dynamic motherfucker.
I do have the most dynamic point guard though. That y'all arguing that I don't have the most dynamic point guard on this list.
He would be if he played defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic Johnson said himself, I guarded
Isaiah Thomas won the
And
MVP.
he scored 25 in one
Now
game.
you know the politics behind that shit.
You know what he got though? That D Rose
He won,
got.
won
He got
MVP in-
right. He got them 2 rings though, back to back.
That's true.
As
he
the
won
guy.
MVP in the finals when it counted.
Right, as the guy.
But
Yeah,
he
he
ain't
won
get the
MVP in the
MVP.
finals.
We still got the
And
MVP though.
I am not an Isaiah Thomas fan, but I'm a realist. The dude was I couldn't understand how he could get it done. He was the smallest person ever to win MVP in the NBA Finals. That dude was a killer and
Must
couldn't
said
be
D-Rose
stopped.
gonna
Magic
tear
said he
Achilles in the first
scored
quarter.
25 in one leg. He said he guarded him and couldn't believe the way the guy played the game.
Hey,
That can't
all
be
I
Magic.
know, my guy D Rose forced LeBron James to guard him. My guy D Rose dunked all over Joel Anthony and Chris Bosh. And you sprinkle LeBron juice in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like D Rose prime attacking the basket. There outside of Russell Westbrook and maybe a very healthy John Wall, we have not seen another point guard attack. Y'all remember that
Didn't
dunk
LeBron
against
shut him
Phoenix?
down?
He shut him. That's why he stopped that. He forced LeBron to guard. I was going to ask what happened after that.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a 6'9" version of D Rose. You know what's gonna happen? Like
That nigga stopped right after they
Yeah,
went
he
to the
did.
next point.
He did. I
They
sure
didn't even
did.
finish the
You already
sentence.
but LeBron that nigga though.
Hey, Chris Paul was my second point guard. So
Nobody
still
even
put him
asked for
over
second,
D-Rose.
show.
Yeah, exactly, bro. If he ain't your first, then why you even mention
Yeah,
him?
exactly, bro.
We said
No,
top
I'm saying,
five, not
I'm
six.
saying I still put him over D Rose. I would take Chris Paul over D Rose.
Hey, who was everybody's second or their shooting guard?
T-Mac.
Yeah, T-Mac.
T-Mac, Shelton.
But the second or the mine was
No,
Allen Iverson.
shooting guard.
Allen Iverson, but I love T-Mac too. I'm sorry.
AI,
T-Mac.
and you said Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie was my backup.
T-Mac gonna light him up.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
T-Mac. That's a matchup problem right there. T-Mac.
Yeah.
I don't got nothing for T-Mac.
Y'all got the advantage with
T-Mac
T-Mac.
gonna light him up.
Yeah.
AI, you know,
And we talking
small.
prime T-Mac.
See, here's my thing about Shelton's squad. As much as I love AI and as much as I respect Isaiah, that's a very small backcourt compared to
That is.
everybody else here. So,
That is.
you know, like And I think AI will hold his own against Reggie just because it's not like Reggie was trying to take you off the dribble. He was just running around, so AI can do that. But against T-Mac, AI ain't doing shit.
He's too big. Yeah.
And AI is not going to affect Klay Thompson's shot. So, but AI is going to score 50. So,
It'll even out.
yeah.
That's just a scrappy backcourt. I think that
100%.
other teams will be like more nervous to face them than they would the other team, if that makes sense. Of course, they will be outsized in most matchups, but I think that they would give the other guy more headaches than they could ever receive.
You just saying all that.
Let me ask this question.
Neither one of them would back down.
You only saying that because it's your pick, the people
Right.
you pick, nigga.
You know,
I
I
don't
don't
give a
make
fuck
any
about all
damn
that.
sense.
But that's why I picked him though. Like, I love T-Mac. Don't get me wrong. I love T-Mac. I mean, that's my dude.
But you ain't pick him, nigga, so apparently he don't love him that much.
I forgot about him. I really did. Because I was thinking Reggie Miller was my
And he
second.
don't like him.
But
Let me ask y'all this. So did you pick y'all squads with the intent of creating like a
team?
cohesive team, or just the best player at the position?
I did. I was looking at a cohesive team.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel like Isaiah is a pass first. He can be a score first point guard if you need him to be, but he can be a pass first. And I think T-Mac and them, they eat. I think the rest of those players eat from Isaiah.
Yeah, somebody said Ray Allen, but Ray Allen was up there.
Hey, yeah, Ray. Hey, look,
Mm-hmm.
I thought about Ray.
Milwaukee.
Jesus
Seattle,
Shuttlesworth.
Man, like, yeah.
I thought about Ray. I really did, because people forget he could jump out of the gym too.
Yeah.
The reason why I picked Klay over Ray, and you know, I model my game after AI, but I was thinking team. I wasn't thinking just best player. So I figured drive and kick, D Rose, Klay Thompson. Like, how can you beat
You
that?
model your game after AI.
Huh?
Your own personal game?
But if D Rose ain't really driving and kicking like that, D Rose going to the rim.
D Rose went to the rim because who was he kicking to with the Chicago Bulls?
He had a good squad his rookie year.
Who was he kicking to? Outside of maybe Lou Aldang.
I would say he had Lou Aldang. He had Ben Gordon. Ben Gordon was a dog at that time.
Rookie year one, but that wasn't prime D Rose. D Rose
Shit,
didn't even start.
he broke Magic Johnson's record for playoffs in his rookie year. D Rose. He had like the most. He had like
Lou Aldang.
No. He had like
who?
I forgot what he did.
No, but that's not prime D Rose. Prime D Rose is when he won the MVP. D Rose was still coming off the bench. And that Celtics playoff series, that first round where D Rose went crazy, where Ben Gordon went crazy, D Rose was becoming the man. He wasn't the man. D Rose wasn't the man to that next year.
Somebody said Kirk Heinrich.
Kirk was hitting shots though. I ain't gonna hold you.
What was crazy? Kirk Heinrich was once considered a top 10 NBA point guard.
Yeah, he
and
was.
then very fast, he done fell out the hell out of that. But yeah, I figured drive and kick with my backcourt, which is why I picked who I picked.
I just wanted space. I wanted shooters. So AI, Reggie, Carmelo, Garnett, Pat, they don't just stay in one position.
See, and even though D Rose don't play defense, my other four guys, like, they hang their hat on defense. So I figured I could hide him. And then Kawhi, kind of Swiss Army knife, can guard ones, twos, threes.
I was surprised
fours.
by that pick. I didn't think you really give a fuck about Kawhi.
And Kawhi's a champion. So it's hard not to pick him or to consider him one of the best small forwards to ever play at this point. Like he's one of those guys.
You think so?
I think when you look at his
or
career,
did he just have a good run?
Chill out, bro.
No,
he ain't just had no good run.
Yeah, he's the luckiest
Ken,
champion in NBA.
No, 100%.
How?
Because KD and all of them niggas was hurt.
He is the leprechaun champion.
Didn't Curry's first ring? Wasn't everybody hurt too? All the point guards that he was going to face.
And what did he do after that?
He lost. He lost that next year.
2 more, didn't he?
Yeah, with KD.
All right.
But I'm saying as that squad, as the man, he lost that second year when people were healthy.
Little 3-1 lead. Hey, I ain't gonna be mad at it. But that don't change anything about Kawhi.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying like you can't.
When you look at
say that if
Kawhi's
that's the case.
total career, what 3-time NBA champion?
I think
he got 2 with San Antonio, right?
He's got one with San Antonio.
He got 1.
One with San Antonio
and one in Toronto.
You sure it's not 2?
Nah, he wasn't with them.
He got 1 with San Antonio, and he lucked up into 1 against Toronto when
I thought he won 2 as well. I think I know he won 1 when he played against LeBron in Miami years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the only one, huh?
Okay, cool. So either way, 2 championships,
2 times Finals MVP.
2 times final MVP, and then you talk about luck, this, that, and the third, but every playoff series and every season, the motherfucker show when he plays and he's healthy, he shows up. And I don't know how much of a lunch pail guy he is. I don't know how much of a diva he
You
is.
said one of the greatest small forwards to ever play the game.
He is. How is he not?
That's a lot. You put a
That's
lot
saying
on
a
him.
lot.
Has Kawhi not won Defensive Player of the Year? Is he not a Finals MVP? Has he not won more than one title?
You got to give me a number, bro.
Where is
Top
he?
10,
Is he
20,
top 15?
15?
15 top 15 all time?
Small forward, yeah.
Small forward, yes. I would say Kawhi is definitely top 7, top 8 small forward all time.
Top
small
7
forward.
or 8?
Small forward.
You don't have to tell me the position.
Yes.
So name some small
Hell
forwards.
no.
He ain't got 7. He ain't got 7. He ain't got 7.
No, I'm just asking. I'm curious. Like, name me some small forwards.
Me or Ken?
Not me. I didn't say the shit.
But you're saying that he shouldn't even be top 10.
No.
So name 9 powerful or small forwards better than Kawhi.
He's putting the burden on you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I can't name more than LeBron, Larry Bird,
KD,
Dr. J.
Scotty, Dr. J. It was Dr. J a 3 or was he a 2?
He was a 3.
He was a 3 technically.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that was before my time.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Who else?
Larry Bird.
I already said Larry.
Would you put Clyde? Or not Clyde?
Clyde was a 2.
Clyde was
Clyde was a 2.
So you only got 5.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say he's top 7, top 8.
He is not top 7, top 8.
So name me 2 more, Ken.
He is not top 7, top 8.
Name me 2 more.
Y'all, you bugging.
I'm bugging. Name me 2 more. You can.
I had 2 more until you started talking. Hold on.
I mean, of course you forgot Carmelo. That's what it is.
LeBron James. Did we say
He
LeBron?
I already said
LeBron.
that. LeBron, KD, Larry Bird, Dr. J, and who was the 5th I said? There was a 5th. Scotty. That's it.
Dominique. Paul
Yes.
Pierce.
Yes.
James Worthy.
Yes.
Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce.
Yes.
Yes.
Paul
Paul
Pierce.
Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce has done more than fucking Kawhi Leonard.
I won't.
Yes.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has, Nick.
How many championships?
1.
Oh, okay.
But he's done
Hey,
more than
what-
Kawhi.
yeah.
He against more elite talent than Kawhi has. Yes.
Correct.
He had to go through LeBron had to go through him.
Oh,
LeBron,
yeah, I agree with
he
that
just
too.
smacked LeBron all up and down the court.
He did stop LeBron
That
for
was
2 times.
before Paul Pierce got KG and goddamn Ray Allen.
He
Before
beat-
that,
Paul Pierce beat Kobe.
Paul Pierce did beat Kobe.
Kawhi lucked up
Hey,
and got a damn ring.
Hey, look up, kid.
He did.
Injury is a part of the game. That
Curry
ain't
was
lucky.
hurt. Clay was hurt. KD was hurt.
the reason why I can't put James Worthy above Kawhi, James Worthy was never the man on his squad. He was great. He was great, but
He got more rings than Kawhi.
of course,
He better than Kawhi.
wasn't the
Byron
man
Scott
on
got
those
more
first.
rings than Kawhi.
Well, give me Byron
Scott.
Scott over.
Get the fuck out of here, Ken.
Can't just be a disrespectful.
He
guy.
is.
He just want to be disrespectful.
You still got to put Worthy above him. But hey, Nick, what about
Why?
Carmelo? Did y'all see Melo?
You said what?
Carmelo
Now
was
you got
better
me
than
looking
Kawhi
forward.
too, right?
I said he's up. He's
Hell
one of the
no.
greatest small forwards of all time. Yeah.
I think Carmelo is arguably the greatest scoring small forward of all time. But what has he won?
He won. If you're talking about basketball totality,
You bet not. You bet not.
He said you talking about
I'll
basketball.
walk out this
totality.
bitch. You
Hey,
bet not.
he brought the only title to New York in this millennium
Speak your truth, Nick.
in Syracuse, nigga. I'm going back. We talking about we talking about career shit. You went back to D Rose's first 3 years that he was good. After that,
In the NBA. In the NBA. Nah, man. Either way, Kawhi's top 10. Even if you want to throw other guys slightly ahead of him at this, that, and the third,
I don't disagree with that.
Kawhi has
Overrated.
been the main guy on his
He's not even
squads.
on this. He's not even. I googled top 10 small forwards of all time, and he ain't even on this list. Well, he's way down there. Yeah, I
That's
see him
cool.
down there.
That's
I see him at the bottom. Honorable mention.
Because he overrated.
Yeah.
All right, that was our list of our starting 5. You don't put the obvious greats in there that everyone puts in there. put y'all list in the chat or even put it in the comments on our Reddit thread. Let's go back to the current NBA. I got a couple topics I wanted to address. Let's start with Philly. With Embiid's injury, he's out for about 2 weeks now.
What is it, a bone bruise?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't see the impact, but I heard that he fell hard on the floor and shit like that.
It was just weird. Because I watched it and I feel like this about Embiid. I feel Embiid looks like a dude that grew too fast. And he's still somewhat awkward when he takes off and he lands. Like he's not 100% coordinated. Even though the motherfucker got the dream shake, he got a goddamn crossover, he got the up and he has hella moves, but in the air or going, like he just seems a bit uncoordinated. So he just went up and he just landed weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even really contact like that. Like, it was contact going up, but it wasn't contact
Coming
landing.
down.
It was just one of those things.
And but you know what? They're 4-0. I'm looking at it now, which I didn't realize that they won again tonight. They were only playing the Knicks, but they won again tonight. So this team is 4-0 with him out. So what I was thinking and what I said was they just gonna have to hold it tight while he's out, and get some good minutes from Dwight Howard, and they've been getting that from Dwight. Bradley, Tony Bradley from Carolina has been starting at center. He don't do much, but they've been holding it down, man. They really have. Tobias Harris has been doing exactly what I thought he would do. He scored 30 tonight, but they 4-0, and really all they had to do was just hold serve. But yeah, that injury did not look good. The way his leg bent back, it didn't look good. But if the team is going to keep playing like this, you can let him fully rest and heal up and get back and hopefully get back into form, and we can see what a good playoffs against them in Brooklyn.
Is he officially out of the MVP race?
No.
I would think so.
No. And the reason why I say no, I saw a stat today where there's only been, I want to say it was like 10 seasons of the numbers that Joel Embiid is putting up, but his is the most efficient ever. So he's shooting like 60-some% from the field. His free throws is at 86%, and it was something. Hold on, I want to say I screenshot it. It was so crazy, but I may not have. I think I saw it. Yeah, I didn't. I saw it in passing. But yeah, like he's having one of the most efficient seasons ever. And everybody else was either a guard or small forward. Like he's the only center on this list. And he's the most efficient out of all of them. So to me, because he's playing at such an elevated level, he's not out of it yet. He's not out of it yet.
Don't you think the fact that they're winning? Well, this is a question for me because I don't know the answer to this myself personally. But the fact that they're winning like the way they're winning, if they keep this streak up, doesn't that hurt his case as well with him being out?
I think it just depends on how they win. You're winning closer games. It's tougher. You're not dominating teams like you're doing with Embiid. Then he should still be in the race. Now it looks like Embiid it didn't hurt them to losing them. Like they're blowing out teams and shit like that. Then yeah, that hurts them. But if the games are a lot closer, they got to go to overtime a lot. Like they're struggling to get wins. I think that's better for Philly because it builds up that moxie and that resistance that you're going to need for the grind coming up. But I think that also helps Joel Embiid's case. Now, if they are just just continue to steamroll people, then yeah, that hurts Joel.
Yeah, because they won by 22 the first game, 26 the second game, 35 the third game. They won by three tonight. But they doing some damage. And Ben Simmons is playing the same way he was before. Yeah. So it's not Ben Simmons, it's everybody else.
It's a collective.
Hey, Doc Rivers deserves a lot of credit.
Oh, 100.
Because he turned this thing around. And I remember people saying Doc Rivers couldn't elevate people. Nah, this
don't say people. Say my name, nigga. You ain't gotta say I'm right here, motherfucker. And you talking all this regular season shit. You just mentioned how they beating motherfuckers, and then you gonna be like, oh yeah, but they just faced the Knicks. Like who do they face? who are they playing against? And it's the regular season. We ain't talking about the playoffs. Has Doc taken them to the finals yet?
No.
Nah.
No.
Is Embiid hurt again? Yes. Yeah. All right, so then it's the same old shit that I'm hearing.
we gonna see, man. I think that, like I said, I think they'll be okay. I think that they're gonna be okay with this squad. I think he gonna do. Doc's gonna prove some things to Nick going forward.
We'll see. I gotta see it to believe it. I don't care about a regular. You know me. I don't care about regular season after a while. They got a top three. Well, they're number one in the East still, right?
Yeah, they're number one.
Yeah, they're
Brooklyn's
still number
but
one.
Brooklyn's right behind them though.
Yeah, they're one game back. So it's a tight race, man. These it's tight at the top. The Eastern Conference is actually exciting. You got a bunch of teams jumping up right there in the middle. You know, a couple games apart. But right there at the top is Philly and Brooklyn, with Milwaukee close behind. Then everybody else from 4 to 10 are all right there together. Well, 4 to 11 actually are all right there together. So it's just a matter of games that separate each of those teams.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a super chat real quick from We Them Boys. Appreciate you, We Them Boys. Let's chill on Doc Rivers' credit. Wait till the playoffs.
Thank you.
I would say so as well, but you got to win. He can only win the game that's in front of him. We ain't got there yet. So from where they're sitting right now, I don't think that they would be as successful without him. Period. I just don't. So yeah, we do still have to wait till the playoffs, but we got to give him his credit for what he's doing right now.
But my thing is like, what do you mean by success? Like them being, they've always been a top 3 seed in the East. You know what I mean? They're number 1 right now, but that's only by a game. Brooklyn can go on another win. Brooklyn's been on a win streak. I honestly think Brooklyn with KD, this is without KD, they're 1 game behind. So with KD they're the number 1 seed.
They've been winning. They've been winning. It's the same situation. They're 9. Brooklyn is 9-1 in their last 10 games, and they still behind Philly. So in saying that, Philly's holding serve. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So I think Brooklyn would be 9-1 if KD was there. Maybe they'd be 8-2. Who knows? So you can't get much better. And the fact that we can't say anything until they play each other, but they're holding serve and they're number 1. You can't argue with top spot. If they're in the top seed, you can't argue with that. And I don't think they'd be there with Brett Brown. I just don't. I don't think they'd be so calm right now.
They would not. They would absolutely not. Because we saw this team start to deteriorate last year. They couldn't win a game, away from the road, away from home, and they looked dysfunctional. They didn't look like they were happy. This team looks poised, ready to play. They have a workmanlike approach to the game. We can shit on it being the regular season or not, but the fact is, you can see Doc Rivers' imprint, thus far in terms of coaching. And we all know Doc Rivers' thing in the playoffs, but I think for now, just the turnaround that he's done, I think he deserves some credit. I think he deserves some credit for that, at least up to this point.
And somebody else said it too, Joel Embiid. I mean, Joel Embiid has always been great, but like I said, this is a more business-like approach. This is the most business-like we've ever seen it. That speaks volume because he was a year ago. We didn't get the same player. And now we're getting this guy that's a team leader, and he's going out there and they're getting the job done. And when he goes down, it's next man up, and they're still getting the job done. You can't really argue with that.
All right, I'm gonna bring all these quotes back when the playoffs come back. I'm gonna play them back for you.
What quote you gonna bring back?
Sheldon over here giving Doc Rivers all this damn praise. We gonna see shit. Because if he blow another 3-1 lead, it's a wrap.
He will not blow a 3-1 lead with this.
It's happened 3 times already.
Yeah, not with this Philly team.
If he do that, Nick, I'm gonna eat my words. 3-1.
Damn.
Yeah. Now it may be 4-0. The Nets may blow them out, but ain't gonna be no 3-1 comeback. I don't see that. He may get out there and play himself if that happens.
Another team I want to talk about is the Golden State Warriors. Right now, they are the 9th in the West at 20-20, basically a 500 record, 1 game behind Dallas for the 8th spot in the playoffs. As I was mentioning earlier this season, I've been on the watch for the Warriors. Steph Curry, B, has been telling us, and the ESPN will make you think that the Warriors is number 5 seed in the West right now, how they talking about Steph Curry, but shit. They out the playoffs right now. Will they, with like 22 games left, will they make the playoffs?
They're still in the playoffs. They're in the play-in. Because, it's the top 10 teams this year.
Right, but you still got to play in to get to that number 8 seed to play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're going to get there. So they're in a nice spot, and they only game out of 8. They'll make it. They'll be fine.
A play-in
I
game
think
is a playoff?
We'll get the guys together.
You got to play in to get to the playoffs, right? Is it right,
But
B?
it's not a playoff game, is it?
Nah,
No.
it's not.
It's like a
Well,
mini
it's
tournament
like
to
a
get to the
I mean,
playoffs.
it's
Yeah.
So they're not
Yeah,
in the
it's-
It's a
playoffs.
play.
No, you have an opportunity to get into the playoffs.
It's 7 through 10, right?
Yeah, 7 through 10.
That's some goofy shit, honestly.
It's not. I think it adds more drama. It's like wild card weekend for
A
the
lot of drama for Golden State.
for the NFL.
It's already
No,
made.
Golden State
I-
is
He
fine.
said a lot of drama for Golden State.
No, I don't think it's drama. I think this will give Golden State and a lot of their young players an opportunity to kind of feel the pressure of you have to win. Because think about regular season, right? Especially like as a young player, like you just go through the motions. Like okay, next game. But now you have to win or you go home. You know what I'm saying? And I think getting that little bit of taste right before the actual playoffs, I think that's good. And I think it's going to be good for ratings. And I think just like the changes to the All-Star game, that fourth quarter, they play hard. You know, especially if it's close. If you're already winning by 20, 30 points, it is what it is. But if it's closer, you're going to play hard because you know that there's something that you're playing for. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. And I'm not worried about Golden. As long as Golden State gets even into the play-in thing, that's one of those teams you don't want to play.
Memphis is a game back from Golden State in 10th.
I mean, they're a 500 team with just Curry.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have Draymond for a good part of the year. They had other rotational guys in and out. Other guys not playing well.
Wiseman was out for a while.
Wiseman was out for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
about
So
Oubre? Oubre been playing good.
he done stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
He done stepped up. He better than the beginning of the season. That's all I know.
That ain't saying much.
I mean, yeah, they beat Utah.
Yeah, they have some bright spots this
Yeah,
season.
they
They
do.
have
They have peaks and valleys.
They had a couple of bright spots.
You were
so
searching
far
for a
this
little
season,
minute
man.
before you got to Utah.
No, I wasn't. I was just looking at the last couple of games because I haven't been checking them out. But I mean, I think they're kind of right where I think. Well, I don't know where people have them projected, but I think to be 500, especially with the rough start they had.
I mean, I can see them. I'm gonna still stick with it and think they can still make the playoffs. I still say they was a playoff team, the Warriors.
Yeah,
Now,
they
I
got
didn't say where they were gonna place, but I definitely felt that they were gonna make the playoffs this year. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, they got a better shot than the Knicks.
What you mean? The Knicks is we right there. We right in the thick of things. we a game behind Boston for the 6th seed.
Hey, the Hawks in it.
The Hawks is in it.
20-20, baby. They
Where,
500.
where are they at right now?
8.
They're
Number
7.
8, 7.
Yeah, they're 7. The Knicks are.
Yeah, the
How do y'all
Hawks are 7,
feel
the Knicks
about
are
the
8
John
after-
Collins trade rumors?
It makes sense because he been talking shit.
He was talking shit about Lloyd Pierce though.
I thought he was mostly coming at
Shit,
trade.
how do y'all feel about Lloyd Pierce getting fired?
Oh
We
yeah,
didn't
we
talk
didn't
about
talk
that.
about. We talked
Yeah.
about it with Nick Anderson, but we didn't talk about it amongst ourselves. It makes sense, even though it makes sense when it comes to their expectations of this season,
Mhm.
but it doesn't make sense based off of did you really give him a chance?
Right.
Well,
6-game winning streak.
who, the Hawks?
Yeah, man.
Well, sometimes that's a byproduct. Just like I was gonna say with the Philly and Joel Embiid thing, yeah, he got hurt. They blew 3 teams out, and then they just won by 3. So I think that's more the norm than blowing teams out without Joel Embiid. Just like typically, as a GM or owner, you fire a coach to kind of jumpstart your team. They know, oh shit, this shit is for real. But I've said it from the beginning of the season. I never believed that Lloyd Pierce was the guy to take this roster over the top. I think he was one of those guys that was good for now while you're young. Let's teach you how to be a professional, but it wasn't going to go beyond that, at least in my opinion. And I think I was right. Now, I think it is interesting that they fired him in the middle of the season and they're in the playoff race.
Everybody was saying that they hated him, and I don't mean literally everybody, but I'm tired of
The main guys.
being clean. But yeah, they.
Well, for what reasons? I didn't.
I didn't
see
get
those
any
reports.
details on it either,
Okay.
but yeah, I just heard that they were not
It's
right.
probably play scheme. It's probably the scheme that he had. He didn't. I think he. I can see how them will complain, especially Collins like not getting touches.
Yeah.
Trey was like
Yeah.
in and out of the lineup sometimes in the fourth.
Yeah, that offense just always didn't look right with the type of talent that they have. I think that the way that the Hawks are built, they need to play a Golden State style of basketball. Up and down, ball moving. Trey needs the ball less in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, no, I don't want him to handle the rock, but
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yep.
you see Steph Curry. Steph Curry handles the rock. He gets his shot. He take whatever the fuck he want. But at the same time, there's a mindset, there's a construct of how we are or where we need to be. And when I watch the Hawks play, it's just pick and roll. And then, oh, you got the ball. It's your time to attack. Like it just it doesn't feel like one team.
Yeah, and then
it frustrates me.
They got talent at every position as well.
Every
so they
position.
Need, everybody can touch the ball on that floor and score. So they need to get people involved, different parts of the game. They got a lot of different pieces. And that can be good for some teams and bad. And it wasn't handled well by Lloyd Pierce. Evidently, I hadn't watched them much since Nate took over, so I can't even speak on them too much. But evidently, he's doing something better because to win 6 in a row is not an easy feat in the NBA, period.
Man, they ain't really play anybody. But
it's still 6 games, though.
6.
NBA team.
Yeah.
You play, as long as you're playing in the league, it don't really.
That's the expectation Sheldon got for most teams. Hey, look, you played in the NBA, shit, you good, right? Nah, nigga, we out here for titles and playoff wins. Sheldon, damn, your bar, man. No wonder you a Hornets fan. That's all I gotta say. Shit.
Oh man, you just gotta be glad to be here for some of these teams.
One of the last things I want to talk to y'all, well, as far as like that I had on my list, the Spurs getting rid of LaMarcus Aldridge. That's been one of the most weird relationships ever.
It has, man. I wonder where he gonna go. Like where they gonna ship him to?
They saying right now the 3 teams are Boston,
LA?
Portland, and Miami.
Would you want him?
Portland? Wow, he going back to Portland.
Can't go back to Portland, can he?
Well, here's the interesting thing about the whole LaMarcus Aldridge thing is that he is still a potential buyout candidate.
Yeah, they're trying to trade him. But
they're trying to trade him because
buy him
that's
out, though.
advantageous for San Antonio.
Yeah.
But if I'm one of these title contenders, I'm like, I'm going to just bide my time because a young team isn't going to take him. What for? To eat up salary cap and for him to be unhappy? So if I'm one of those championship contender teams, I'm going to just wait because you're probably going to have to buy him out and I'm going to get him on the cheap.
Right.
Because if I'm Portland,
what is he now, though? Is he still LaMarcus Aldridge, or is he?
He's
like,
solid.
What was LaMarcus?
LaMarcus was a dog back in the day.
Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs. He was PG before PG.
Are you talking about statistically?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
He was a dog.
He put up good numbers.
In the regular season.
No, he had a couple good playoff games. Not consistent.
Literally,
not consistent.
a couple of good plays. Literally, a handful.
LA weren't.
Do you understand? All series are 7 games. If you have one good game in a 7-game series, bro, you ain't shit.
They used to punk him all the time, especially when they played Golden State. Draymond would get scared.
I'm just saying, I used to fuck with that Portland squad back in the day.
Which one, the Brandon Roy joint?
Brandon Roy was my nigga. He was, man, if it wasn't for his knees, bro, he would have been up there. Would have been
shooting guard.
Yeah.
Well, in the league, not all time, but
because even Kobe was like, "This is a bad man, right?" Yeah. I love those Portland squads, but LA. I think he's a double still. That's it.
I would not want him on. If I'm going for a title, I would not want him on my team. Nope.
Well, the 3 teams I mentioned, they kind of are in the middle of the pack.
You don't got that mentality, man.
Well, here's the thing. I think it depends on who the alphas are on your squad. Like if I'm the Lakers and I get LaMarcus, that's fine. Like he don't change the temperature in the room. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
Portland makes sense because the system he played with Dame before.
Shelton, what was you trying to say? Because I saw your lips moving, but nothing came out.
That's usually how he talk.
Yeah. Hey, I was saying the Lakers to me makes more sense for that reason you said. I mean, he could come in there. There's really no pressure for him to be an alpha. He can come in there and do the little things and take some of that pressure off Davis. Because they can play together. He can play a little 5 and not have to worry about it.
He ain't doing that shit. He ain't doing that. If AD don't even want to be down there, LA definitely don't want to be down there.
Yeah, I don't see them playing together. I see one spelling the other. I still think that they should go after Boogie or
Andre Drummond.
because Andre is going to be in the buyout market as well.
Mhm.
I don't see teams really giving up assets.
I
For
think
him.
he's the best. He's gonna be the best one on the buyout market.
Oh, 100%. Because especially for a team like LA, like this guy's a walking 14 to 18 rebounds a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and miss all the shots you want. You're gonna get extra possessions. So, but yeah, I just like with the rest of these guys now that they're talking about trading, DeMar DeRozan's the only one that I could see giving up something to get back. But the rest of these guys, hell no.
Yeah,
Like I'm not giving up
trade deadline is next Thursday.
Yeah, the 25th. Yep. So I definitely think you're not going to see LaMarcus Aldridge traded. Who's gonna give up anything to get that?
That would be crazy. He went to San Antonio, just disappeared. Fell
Yep.
off face.
But then that was the thing. He was like a coveted free agent at that point
He
too.
was.
And people thought like that he was gonna be the next Tim Duncan.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's crazy how nowadays we see more people fall far from grace quick. Now, you used to didn't see it that way. Like we take a Boogie, for example. Boogie was a max player, and now he can't even get a job. So you see that now more so than any other period in history. Like Blake Griffin was this all-star, and now he's, a straggler.
So I'm gonna tell you this. I know who I think should get traded, and depending on the team, I would definitely give up assets to go get him. Nikola Vucevic from Orlando.
Teams are asking for him too.
So depending on who I am, I'll definitely give up some shit to go get him. Like if I
Charlotte.
That's a big pickup for them if they can get that.
I saw rumblings of him maybe being traded to Charlotte.
Isn't that a lateral move?
No.
Shelton, who else they traded for? Jordan, Kareem, MJ.
Oh no.
MJ coming out of retirement too?
No, but they were talking about giving up Terry Rozier and a couple picks for him, and I think that'd be wise.
That would be
a worst. That's a what do Orlando get from that?
But see, no. But look, listen. That is an Orlando move.
It is
because Orlando.
They don't know what the fuck.
Exactly. What has been their direction?
None.
They drafted fucking Mo Bamba. You have Vucevic, but you draft Mo Bamba. What the fuck does Mo Bamba do?
Well, that's probably why they need to get.
They have Aaron Gordon. But Ken,
I hear the song more than I see him.
I know, right? But Ken,
they got Isaac. Yeah, Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan, look at the roster. What is the direction?
I don't know.
Jonathan Isaac, Mo Bamba, Vucevic, Aaron Gordon. What are you doing? And then above all that, you drafted Elfrid Payton. I told you Elfrid Payton wasn't going to be that guy. You really liked him. I told you he wasn't going to be that guy.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Are you sure that was
I'm 1,000,000% sure.
The only one I liked they drafted was Oladipo, and then you see how they just moved his ass out.
That goes all the way back to Courtney Lee. Courtney Lee was a starting two guard in the damn finals, and not saying that he was the greatest guard, but he was balling.
He was balling.
And then next year he's not there. Like, what are y'all doing?
They don't have a direction. Anthony is going to be good, though. Anthony was a good pickup at point guard, but other than that,
Cole Anthony?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cole Anthony.
They still got Fultz. Fultz is going to come back next season.
Y'all don't talk. Y'all act like the only rookies that play in the NBA is LaMelo Ball.
That's him.
Nobody else played.
That is Sheldon. Sheldon gassing up that LaMelo Ball bullshit.
He is.
We're going to take a poll on that in the chat from that, too.
Damn the poll. Damn the chat, nigga. The nigga he ain't even finished his whole year yet. You act like he about to be the greatest.
Cole Anthony as good as LaMelo. Halliburton as good as LaMelo.
No,
other players.
Cole Anthony is not as good as LaMelo.
IQ is good as LaMelo.
Hell no.
IQ is definitely good.
Hell no.
I'm telling you.
The games I've seen, he looks good. He just don't get his.
Cole Anthony is more Shabazz Napier than anything.
Oh my God! Here we go. Here we go.
Damn.
Here we go.
I'm talking shit. Hey, did y'all see Anthony Edwards?
Nobody want to talk about LaMelo.
Anthony Edwards also hurt his knee too.
He did. He's in purgatory, bro. I feel bad for him.
He gonna turn that franchise around.
I don't know about that, bro.
Man, they got the worst record in the league right now.
You know
That's
what?
not his fault.
No, it's 100% not his fault.
He ain't helping shit.
Yeah, it did. It really did, Shelton. It really did.
But you know what though, Ken? I know where your comment is coming from, but he's not going to do it. And the reason is because that organization is just too dysfunctional, and they're not going to get it right with Anthony Edwards, and they're going to have to blow. It sounds crazy, but
you're right.
Andrew Wiggins was a number 1 overall pick. They already traded him. Karl Anthony Towns, at some point, you're going to trade him.
Right.
Anthony Edwards is the number 1 overall pick. You could potentially get the number 1 overall pick again. They suck. They're
gave up
probably
Zach
one of the
Levine,
best.
Kevin Love, all those people.
Yeah,
they,
But that's why I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of see where I was going. Towns out, Anthony's the guy. But I guess if the organization is dysfunctional, you make a valid point. Because they haven't.
what happened to D'Angelo Russell, too?
He's been in and out this year, and he hasn't really been consistent.
Hmm.
So because I've watched them a little bit, and
It just don't look good.
Anthony
look bad.
Edwards looks good
Yeah.
for the most part, but he's been inconsistent as well. Like there's games where he looks like he could be a top 5 player in the NBA, and there's games it's like,
And they got
you're
all
a
these
rookie.
other guys that we've never heard of playing that used to be number 1 prospects and shit. It's weird, man.
That's why I
what the
said
hell
it's
they doing.
purgatory, bro. It's like
Yeah, it's weird.
man.
Yeah, Minnesota's not in a good place.
The best thing they did was change up their jerseys. That's it.
I guess so.
You know,
And I don't even like them.
I know they made
You'll like it if LaMelo was wearing it.
Yes.
I know they made the D'Angelo Russell move for Karl Anthony Towns, but I think they're gonna have to move off that.
Just blow it up at that point if you're
I
saying
just
that.
well, here's the thing. Cat is still a very viable player in this league. You know what I'm saying? Like his skill set, there's only a handful of players at his size that have that skill set. You're talking about Joker, you're talking about Embiid, you're talking about
Right.
there's another one I can't think of right now. But there's literally only a handful of guys. So it would behoove you to trade a guy like that. Anthony Edwards, he's legit, real deal, shooting guard, small forward type combo motherfucker that's gonna go over the top, shoot threes, handle the rock, be aggressive on defense. D'Angelo Russell is the one that I have to question because he doesn't do anything great.
He does this.
Well, he need to do some of that.
Ice in my veins.
He need to put some HGH in the system,
he
boy.
need to- exactly.
Get him going again.
He need to do a
Get
little
him
some of
bouncing
that.
around again.
Yeah.
Because
He snitched well too.
Yeah.
He snitched better than he play right now.
what you was gonna say, Shelton?
I was gonna say he has to go because to play with Edwards, they need a pass for his point guard, somebody that can help get him the ball and kind of get out the way.
Yeah,
They need a shooter like Russell. Russell takes away shots.
yeah, or score first point guard mentality, right? Like, because I think he could play with a score first point guard like Dame. Because Dame, shit, if you got it going, Dame's like, nigga, I'll take 2 shots in this game, bro. Like, go ahead. But D'Angelo Russell isn't there. He's not the backcourt mate for Anthony Edwards. So they got to trade him. And it's just, I don't know, man. Like, that's just a badly run organization.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going.
It's crazy. That's a few franchises in the NBA. Just horrible. Like, you don't even
100%.
mention these motherfuckers for real.
At all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's they should blow it up. Everybody should go over there with just start over. You can't lose anything more. You in last place. What can it hurt?
Yeah, that's all I got. Any super chats?
Nah, we ain't getting none.
We answered the super chat. We do have one question that I want to ask. Someone in the room, I'm not gonna name names, is saying quickly is better than
I never said that. I never said that.
LaMelo Ball, or on the same level, or has a shot to be on the same level. And I want you to say why.
I said Emmanuel Quickly is finally getting starter minutes. I hope it's consistent because Tibbs does not like to play rookies. He's always a win now coach. But the production that IQ was doing on the bench, he couldn't deny it. I know somebody had to talk to him. I think moving forward, we got like last 20, 22 games, I think you'll see him match or get as close to the stats as LaMelo Ball. I think those are the top 2 point guards moving forward from this draft class in the NBA. I think this draft class is a lot more promising than we thought it would be.
Nah, I told you how it was going to be. I think Tyrese Halliburton is better.
Yeah,
I mean, that's your opinion. Well, okay, that's what y'all say. I think IQ is up there with LaMelo.
Quickly stat line tonight, just so you know, he had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He's averaging 12 points a game this year, 2 assists and 2 rebounds.
Okay, talk to me at the end of the season.
Yeah, but he don't have the ball as much as LaMelo, does he?
He's a player.
I don't watch the games, so I'm asking. But he hasn't been starting a lot.
No, he hasn't started a lot. This is his last game when they lost to the Nets. That was his first start, and he had like 21 and 3 and 4, something like that. And in this game,
he had 21. Yeah, he had 21 And once again, he does have the ball. As a matter of fact, he has the ball more than Melo because Melo plays 2 other point guards on the floor sometimes at the same time. And Melo is always going to get you six rebounds, 6 assists. He's going to always do it in that department too. And he's going to play defense and lead you in steals. So, no, man, it's not going to be close, and it's not something that's going to ever happen.
That's fine. We got 20-something games left. If you still got hope that Golden State can make the playoffs, I got hope that IQ is going to do something with
Nick,
it.
let me ask you this. This is real talk. What? And name me another point guard that has these attributes better than LaMelo. In terms of the rookies, obviously, I'm not talking about Steph Curry and Kyrie and them type niggas. But who's a better passer in this draft class than LaMelo?
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to go down your little rabbit hole because I know you always like to. You just basically want to say that nobody. This is a prediction that I have. This is not me saying that he's great or better than Melo now. I said moving forward, we'll see that gap close up. That's all I'm saying.
But
you won't.
But hold on, Shelton. Why is your mentality if this person is here and this other person's here, that if this person catches this person, that this person isn't elevating as well?
I didn't say the motherfucker wasn't gonna elevate. I just said the gap is gonna get closed. I'm not putting a ceiling on LaMelo. I'm not putting a ceiling on Quickly. No. Y'all motherfuckers is putting ceilings on Quickly.
I'm not.
That's why I'm just saying it's closer than what y'all think.
I'm not putting a ceiling.
But we got to have time to see that.
No, of course. But my thing is where you start, right? And it's all about the attributes that you have that make you special. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of shit that makes LaMelo special, he's gonna do that on any roster.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who's around him. He was gonna put up these numbers on any team that drafted him. Okay. Any team, right, including Golden State.
Okay, we don't know that for sure. That's a speculation. So,
so
that's what I'm saying. Like y'all making it seem like this. Yeah. Was he Shelton? Was he the number 1 pick?
Because he wouldn't be doing this.
Shelton, was he the number 2 pick? Okay, so he was number 3. That means 2 other franchises said we good. So of course, so he ain't doing shit on them motherfucking them teams. So you can't just say every team because they had a chance to get the nigga that was like, I'm good.
Well, obviously he don't fit in Minnesota because they have a guy that's similar. So they wouldn't draft him. That wouldn't make sense. Golden State was Jordan. D'Angelo Russell. Similar, not the same, but ball in hand, can score, passer, you know, because D'Angelo Russell could pass.
Yeah,
he's just not.
Russell is as good as
what I said.
That's what I'm saying. Like you made that comparison yourself.
I said similar. There's players that are similar that are not the same.
That's the semantics, bro.
Similar and same are 2 different things now.
Not that much, nigga.
But that's the difference. That's the difference between being good and great. That's the difference between great and Hall of Fame, dog. Like, it's that much. It's that much that separates niggas, dog. Like,
so LaMelo's Hall of Fame? That's where you got his expectations at?
LaMelo?
Yeah. I'm asking you.
He can. He can.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he continues on his current trajectory, yeah.
So you said, well, how did you start that question? I mean, that answer, Shelton?
LaMelo Hall of Fame?
Nah, how did he start? How did he start? He said if. So he said if. Where your thermos at? Where your thermos at? Because you drinking right now.
If he continues on his current trajectory, yeah, he will be a Hall of Fame point guard.
Absolutely.
He ain't even doing no Hall of Fame numbers.
No, he's not.
What are you talking about?
He's doing Rookie of the Year numbers.
Okay, that's great. We've seen Rookie of the Years before. They didn't turn up to be shit.
Yeah,
Michael Carter Williams was for one.
That's the only one.
That I got you, Tigolo. I'm gonna get that super chat in.
Tyreek Evans.
Quickly is a good point guard. I like Quickly as a scorer, but Quickly reminds me more. He puts me in the mind of, like I told you earlier in the chat, like a Lou Williams, because he's instant offense. He's Vinnie Johnson. He gonna get you some points. That's what he does. He's gonna score.
So what is LaMelo? Who is LaMelo's comparison?
LaMelo is
Pistol Pete.
He's tough.
Pistol Pete.
Anybody at this point because
Pistol Pete is the comparison.
You said who?
Pistol Pete is LaMelo comparison.
Because Melo can score, but Melo can also pass the ball. He's gonna get you. He got 14 rebounds against the Knicks. When he played the Knicks, he got 14 rebounds in that game. Quickly ain't got 14 rebounds all year. So what I'm saying is, Melo is doing the little things. Quickly scores. That's his job. I ain't got no problem with that because I like watching play.
Man. Why are we talking Hall of Fame for someone that's a rookie?
He ain't even finished. He ain't even finished his rookie year.
Hey.
The season is still fresh.
We just hit the halfway point. Like, damn, we said Hall of Fame already.
forget Hall of Fame. We're just saying that
it ain't we, nigga.
It is. Me and Shelton on the same page about
y'all
LaMelo.
damn shit.
Yeah, there's a true separation in the rookie class, and that's just the bottom line. There's nobody that comes close to doing all the things. If you're leading in every statistical
he does. That's what
category,
I'm
the major
saying.
ones, you can't compare him to nobody else. What you gonna do? Take over all the categories?
Wiseman's a starter from day one.
Wiseman was coming
That's
off
what
the
my
bench.
thing is. My thing is.
Wiseman starts.
My thing is this: LaMelo starting on the bench, now he's a starter. It quickly started on the bench, now he's a starter. Their improvement is around the same. They're now starters.
No. See, the thing about it is, when Melo was on the bench, he still was getting you 6 rebounds, 6 assists a game.
Quickly was on the bench, still getting 21. What are you talking about?
LaMelo was averaging starter averages off the bench with almost a third of the time that other rookies were getting.
I'm saying the same thing about Quickly, bro. I'm literally saying the same thing.
Getting that. Quickly was scoring points when he got a shot, which
Shelton.
is good, but he's not the same.
Shelton, what's that super chat that came through?
Tigolo came. What's up, Tigolo? As always, Tigolo said, "How about them Wizards?"
Hey, hold on.
That man paid money to say that. Hey, shout out to you, homie.
Let me pull up my squad.
Wiseman is averaging 20 minutes a game.
He's missed a lot of time.
I know, but I'm just saying Melo gets more minutes than him. That was my question.
I
wasn't asking about starting, but he averages 20 points a game for the season. As a matter of fact, they just said it's causing tension within the organization because he wants to play more.
Wiseman?
Yeah, Wiseman.
I'll tell you Melo's minutes. I just looked at him earlier today when I was trying to see the stuff.
He should be close to 30 minutes a game, right? Wait, what'd you say, Shelton?
28 minutes a game now.
Yeah, close to 38 minutes, yeah.
No, 28 minutes a game. He averages 8 more minutes a game.
Yeah, close to 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, but LaMelo hasn't missed any time. Why? Like
I know.
I'm just saying per the minutes, right? Like you do the math, you miss the time.
But what I was saying when you started talking about he's doing all
LaMelo
this
averages. Go ahead.
Statistically, he's playing more minutes than a lot of the other rookies.
So what does that mean?
He did more opportunities.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, one, Devontae Graham got hurt. If Devontae Graham got hurt, we don't know if he.
That's what got him into the starting lineup.
Right.
But
yes,
what was the reason why they kept giving him more minutes?
Because his play was better.
No,
he was doing more with his time. That was the whole thing initially.
You guys are making a point that I'm not disagreeing with. What I'm saying is that his accumulation of stats is because of the accumulation in minutes more than anyone else.
No,
minutes don't equal stats.
Ken, earlier in the season when he was averaging under 20 minutes a game, he was still averaging 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists.
That's the same thing that IQ was. You just mentioned IQ.
No,
those are the same minutes.
IQ was averaging 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. It's not the same thing. It's not. You see what I'm saying?
No. What he's saying is what I think Ken is saying is more minutes means more opportunities means more stats.
Correct.
Limited minutes means limited opportunities mean limited stats.
Obviously, it's attached to talent and stuff like that, right? But Halliburton. I guess what I'm saying, if Halliburton got the same amount of minutes, he could probably be right up there with LaMelo as well.
No, they wouldn't. There's NBA starters who average more minutes who not having these same stats. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's filling up the stat sheet. It's not like he's doing one thing. He's doing it all. There's not very many people in the NBA who averages 15, 7 and 7.
But we're talking about the rookies, and you guys are making the argument that because he has all these stats among the rookies, that he's a Hall of Famer. That he's a fucking Hall of Famer.
No,
but those numbers are skewed.
No, those numbers aren't skewed. The thing the argument that we're making, or that I'm making right now, is that and Halliburton is averaging 29 minutes, by the way, and he's at 12, 3, and 5. Once again, the stats are still below. That's what I'm trying to say. These rookies are good. Don't get me wrong. But this man is doing more with less.
He's behind De'Aaron Fox. Never mind.
What difference does it make? Melo Ball's behind 2 other point guards. It's still averaging more points, rebounds, and assists than everybody you name it.
How does that not make a difference when De'Aaron Fox is the point? Never mind. It's the point guard.
What I'm saying is Terry Rozier was a point guard. Devontae Graham was a point guard. He was behind both of them, and he still had better stats then. Now
at 12 points a game?
His stats are better.
At 12 points a game?
Yeah.
You just said when he wasn't.
Talking
when he
about
was,
the points. I'm talking about all around. He
you
led him.
keep moving the shit, Joker.
No. I said all the major categories. We talking about he led him in points then. He's been leading in points since before he started. He was leading in rebounds. He was leading in assists. He was leading in steals. This is before.
You're talking about against the rest of the rookies, right?
No, I'm talking. Against the rest of the rookies.
Versus the rest of the rookies.
Yeah, I thought. Are we talking about just the rookies, or are you talking about in the NBA or his team?
Just the rookies. Just the rookies. But he was leading in these stats before he was a starter and was getting all these minutes. He was already leading. We talked about this before he was a starter. The same argument we had for Quigley, we have for him. He should be starting. Remember, I used to always talk about how we should trade one of them.
You said he should be starting when he drafted.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought so right away. I thought he should be. But then again, no, I was okay with it because I love Graham. Devontae Graham was my favorite player. So I love him.
Is he? Nigga, I ain't heard you talk about Devontae. I haven't even heard you say Teddy Grahams.
Devontae Graham was putting up mellow numbers too.
Look, all I know is this. What rookie is playing better than LaMelo Ball right now?
That's my question. That's it. Drop the mic, T-Bo.
Oh, man. Y'all hilarious, man.
All right, y'all, man. We'll catch y'all more than likely Thursday, man. We out.
Peace.
Hey.
Peace.
Boy, it's like a motherfucker, bro. Shit.
Melo ain't gonna be any better next year than he is this year.
He might have peaked. It's crazy. If you want to keep it,
watch this man average a triple-double at some point in his career.
We could bet money on that. And he said at some point he gonna take the whole totality of his career and say at some.
I ain't saying right away now. I'm not.
Hold on, Tickolo said you ducked this question.
No, you.
Who, me? Oh, the Wizards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got 14 games. How many games we got left? We got 36 games left. we got 36 more wins in a 22 game season left.
According to Shelton's mouth, that can't happen.
Hey, we can make it happen.
Oh no, it ain't gonna happen.
They gonna have a play-in game.
Wait a minute. They say Deshaun Watson got a sexual assault lawsuit. I knew it was coming.
They trying to bring him.
There you go. This is how they do. I want all of y'all to pay attention. Y'all be thinking I be tripping on this show. I don't be tripping. If this shit, are you looking it up, Nick?
What? Oh, with the
Where you see that at, Shelton?
Somebody in the chat just said it.
Oh, let me.
Oh shit, you talking about the goddamn chat?
Oh, it might not be. It might. So it ain't real then, because I don't
listen to them. Man,
let us. Ain't nothing going on with Deshaun.
Y'all about to get us shut down.